Guys, I'm so excited you're here with me today. I'm so excited, Brittany. I really crazy how you've been in discussions with each other. I had his phone last message. Just like the most heartfelt. What did I respond? Just like, I've got my dad's phone. Did I think I would have?
You were like, who is my dad? Who is this bio? Story, how we got to.
I know. I don't even know.
I was in the Bahamas and I just scroll. I think I was reading all these articles, and because I always told him, I'm like, man, this seems like love nanny. I have a nanny, and
She's
so
a trip.
not here anymore. But she was British, so much with that. But again, I wasn't seeing the show a ton. But I started reading this. I knew you guys kind of once in a while, so that was the extent. But I was more into what we, and I just said to this family, I just pray. And so, okay, we're on vacation, family in the Bahamas, morning Bible study. And I just started to kind of pray for you. What's going on with your family? A week later, a picture of, and it was on the tabloids with, I think his fiance. I was like, well, I'm taking that as I have a friend who is, I just love Jesus and place ministry to people.
You have, so I will take it.
I said to Brian and said, hey, I think within 5 minutes, your dad called me to, basically right there on, I forgot on he was going. Before. And there yet, or who has your phone on it right away, and you had just dropped the hardest day of your life. And
it was, I think, blessing because people who are true, and you also see people who were bandwagon while they were and I don't know why I didn't to you message. I was like, okay, this is the timing and it was funny, but this trip that
another crazy on a vacation
on this random vacation for all absolutely insane.
Totally watch my I am second video on Instagram. I promise. I just felt a connection. We're in the restaurant business, but
further, I do want to add on. Brittany is this company, which is Jeffrey, correct? And restaurants. So I've read our life, and it is just hearing a book back and forth. And it is.
You and Chloe.
It literally was. Can we listen to that woman? I have to hear what happened. She have kids now?
Who's your best friends, Chloe?
So you are the CEO, and
my dad's the founder. Hit it off.
I love him.
On a business Christian retreat, business peers. And I just said, hey, you're supposed to come. And it was going to be event the following year. And I thought you would absolutely, and being broadcast because people who cast before I came on, but the part where you said that important, like nothing is, issues are nothing compared, puts so much perspective. We're like, so whether or not you just like have your parent, you into perspective with what you're going with. My dad, I was full of shows. He's major. So, he just was like popping off in the, like, I grew up on Forensic Files, like all the things, and it's one of a kind, which is why you guys dish it back with him.
Love having normal conversation.
No.
We're smart 4/7. And it was, I think watching it it's literally like watching. And I said it first, I was because and I missed this banter, but you in my life fix thing, if that makes sense. And being on that trip with you, just getting to sit and talk to Kathy Lee and the amount of it in me, I cannot say thank you. Greatest experience.
Well, that infectious personality is Caleb and I joked because 5, but and sitting and talking to another 40-year-old.
Best friend is 45. They're late 45.
You've lived a different life. And with the first text to me was you giving Chloe a bath. Girl. It's just, man, my heart, you and Breaks, like you said, felt connected there. And I am Nashville. I've got great that have found out.
Which is crazy because if not, you should really try church. And I'm not going to say the name of the church, only a little place of
you two either. They wouldn't care.
And then the ladies reached out to me and was like, no, this is a safe place for anything. Please reach out to me. Danny and his wife. And I just told that live here in Nashville. This is gives me I am second.
You know what she told me? When you said you might come on this 3-day thing, we were just in Florida, people, and I said, be praying for step. And she said, you'll connect it. I'm like, well, you like, that was my, I felt you. Do you feel like there's a lot of people feel so called, I think, who are praying for, and also I believe in saying like, is there more to that? And I'm just not a conspiracy theorist, but I am just curious. I do a lot of I believe something before I form.
We lack in curiosity. And the work to do hey, I'm going to believe everything CNN says, or maybe take it all. I'm going to look for and people don't do that.
You and hear the story from you.
I literally don't know. It was that time to where it was like, I want to go. I don't want to. You know what? Good for me. And I got, and seeing you too, kind of going back to, I was so nervous because first off, I had where she said podcast. And so
that I'd rather be duty.
Yeah, that is.
But I'll do yours.
And so, because I wrote down just from the very beginning. So you've talked to Caleb multiple times, but no at this point.
So Caleb is married 15 years. But testimony, and that's what I spoke about at my testimony, and I share and I sing that there's a lot of misconceptions. Get married and you think it's all going to be hard work, and
I feel like, and it's not. It's just disposable. Everything. I feel like marriage is like, I can get divorced. Right. It's so nonchalant. Like, sir, that's what I can do.
The book, The Faithful Fight, because I grew up in high-end rest drive for.
Yeah.
And I believe life doesn't at all. It's like, we deserve a 5-star life. It was really like just fight for my family, fighting for future, attracted by this one decision of, that I discuss in the book. And I read that, they're with this. And on stage that day, I said, if, which blew my mind, and she speaks openly about it, very openly. But through it, you will marriage that you could ever ask for. The first 5 years of my marriage, the last 10 years, but he's my best friend. And it's not that I would wish that upon anybody, plus all the other kind of things that but fighting, like where it's very quick to throw in, things don't happen to work out. And I understand friends right now. I know your family's friends with Joel Osteen has I think I heard it on one of his sermons, but just because God's plan B can't be, is living like her best plan B.
Love that.
So it's God's 28 that he's going to use all things are called according to his purpose. You're tapping into like, are we truly trying to live the life? Then, Savannah, with your family, absolutely going to be around more life. And with, your it's just sometimes, unfortunately, before we came on, by the way.
She's an angel.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's a thing that's really hard is God, sometimes it feels like eternity to us. I think through your email that he's starting to understand like this for what's happening here.
And that's the thing. It's just like, even, I've never felt depressed in that visiting room. I've been in the Joel Osteen. I've been in these great churches, and all these people I absolutely love heart. And he's going to, be able to say that I've never felt I did in visiting room, and to my dad, like seeing him with like really weird, like some color over the years and with gray hair. I'm like, oh my God, really
I think
weird.
My dad looks better with it.
Your dad is like big as hilarious. His outfits too, because they're so loud. It's amazing.
Yeah,
visiting my dad, like I have so much hope, and so this isn't the end. Right. They're going through what they're going through, friends, for us to make, because whether it's or not, they're still. Yeah. And things that I'm learning, which it kind of correlates now with, and the PPP potentially going under, and it was happening. Educate yourself more and how we make a change. And I find parents, and it's like research, and I find where, it has no error, but prison that are in a heated and humane for them not to happen. And I read the sign that said all federal inmates environmentally friendly. Yeah. And I'm like, opposite of that.
Right. Quick, don't you?
You do. I said, once someone came at me, you're now talking about how system is. And you don't know until you've been
into you. Yeah. It is your, and the part where you said, this is our new legacy. If anyone reads the podcast where you share it, like there is no way that his heart and what you're creating into politics, because, we for employees overnight, our hero, what the CEO of a family business, my dad too, I think at the time, and said career.
Because he starts
it. He's like, I have never, what do you do? But politics to my dad. He was always more of like the one that kind of, because he was, I'm like, I remember I shared my he tweeted something, he tweets something out.
Which I don't think is Twitter.
It does. You still
find him. I was searching
at the real happen, but no, he's got to be on that. His Twitter's like he's got a hot mic. I was really mad. I apologized to him because which is actually, it's the funny thing today, he did something, blew him up, and my brother, are you open to feedback? What is it? You might just not want to shoot a text. I know this is like 101. I'm going to apologize. He's handled politics, my head down, and then COVID up.
Yeah.
And I had monitors who the key players were. Congress has more kind of especially for us. And then the president matters. Like it actually does federal level.
Exactly.
It's so important to understand. But I had said to you, I'm like, I did a lot. And sometimes politicians, right? You just, and that's where I see for you, it's like through osmosis, and there is not a better. And so your dad's point about, and what that's going to do, unfortunately, sacrifices right now combined prison. Be the Romans 8:28, that moment, but it's going to be long haul.
Yeah.
And you know that.
The biggest thing is like, it matter, Democrat, all that matters is that, and about doing right by Democrats that have some great policies, that have some great policy, even about being on one side, being able to respect and understand.
Right. And that's what we were I went on CNN and then I was on Bill Hemming's show, just trying to, we need the, I just felt so strongly, like, call.
Because please explain, I don't understand how did restaurants and
100 never reopened their doors. Industries like the work the airline. And so when I kind of wrote this, like, restaurateurs essential. I still feel that way. Supply chain in America, second largest workforce. But that we're asked though still have carry out. Well, you have to keep a mission. It started really forming an association who under the National Restaurant started just kind of grasping and speaking to senators about how, but there was an expiration on, it ended up being a lifeline, this 8-week kind of forgiveness, but we were about to like not have any. It came down to Senator Johnson. So really, if you don't completely like have any, you have to sign off. I shared, it was 2020, chapter 20. Yeah. He just basically said, advisor said, just give me a minute, put us on hold. Senator just signed off and PPP, it kept of restaurants in business.
Love is the fact that you politicians who are willing to listen to the right thing.
Because this is what that's to connect with was
an article Forbes, and because it just, I've been doing say that it's like a for dumb from the beginning, and you're like, okay, what can I do not to get all parental? It's time that, the one about the ends in X, that one, come on, tux. And when you best place to go to get one, the black tux, mid on trend, top quality tux without ever, here's how it works. Quiz, pick the style, boom, your tower 10 days before. It's plenty of time to try it. Wears you well. Not quite right, say fit guarantee. Or a day or two of receiving one, and they'll send another, no extra cost. In-store experience, rooms across the country. Specialists will help you find or suit and make just right. The black has been absolutely amazing. When it comes to Grace ready for these school dances, Black Tux sooner because way more affordable, up at the door, and definite trips to the store. Sucks, you can rent. Black Tux is the best tuxedo for a wedding. And right now, when you .com and use code UNLOCKED, that's TLACK.com/blacktux.com code. So there was an article as the Bureau of Prisons, the First Step Act is a huge incarcerated, and it's about kind of giving class to, things of this nature. Johnson was part of that because the Bureau of Prisons, which, she is prisons and as a woman and have the capabilities of the hearing that was had on the corruption and SP Atlanta. One of the people that tested Senator Johnson, and as he described the Bureau, and people have not been held accountable, where you have hired to do their jobs, don't know how to. And now people are not being held, that their workforce is capable of, and for that, I read that for, like, if it wasn't for people like, we would.
Yeah, and when he was holding the advisor, why is because he really wants to all of the legal, and we just said, listen, where it's like, if this took it as a restaurant, like kind of our purpose, to be thorough. But I thought, what was this guy? The restaurant, like no one could. And when the Ohio, John and CEO, and he said, do you think, so my dad sent the email. I was on the to reopen restaurants, and so I email, can I just to email, and we're going to send wife, Tina Husted. She gave it to me, and she's like, here's something very, very, you could probably, but my dad wrote what it's like to live the American, he had no father growing up, proud. He ended up going from fellowship to Cornell University for hotels, and said, I'm going to just get my own of the Cincinnati Reds backed and Johnny Bench. Prime Minister Sweet loaned him the money. And so he just really liked to get on a call. Afternoon, the chief of staff called, get on a call. And that by the end of that is promise that who will fight for you. And that for me was when I realized they do want to hear stories.
Yeah.
And when a lot of it, most of the time, wow, okay, thank you. And into how influential, how important on the phone, pick up and to listen and to you believe actually care.
Both seen people have other people all about the money and all quiet. I'm not going to ruffle. There's, and it's sad.
Yeah.
I think what you did with the whole is absolutely amazing. Just impact all these small business and
Well, we need
and Jeff Ruby's, it's the only one, you're going to laugh because it's the only one out to eat. Like he's being on TV and I think that he was like, I just want to be in the, and going to Jeff back in the back room. Anytime they saw her name, make the sweet tea, know how he likes it. That makes your business full. And it was fun. Your book on the way down to visit the car with me. My grandma, like she hustling, like she just never took, because you started off a hostess and you get the title of CEO over.
Started at 15 as a hostess in the restaurant. That's 2 years back, and went to our dad, said no.
Yeah.
And so to me, and the first time my restaurant, which is Glithin, I don't think I'd be working in it now.
No, especially Ruby's here in Nashville and jazz bars. It's amazing. And 15, so many, I like think of the people that I don't know if I want my.
And so he didn't know until he came doing hostessing. Charlie's like, what do you do? And it needed a hostess. So I grew up, 15 years. And then college, I was like, now to go to corporate and like, let's just.
I've got a college degree.
And he's like, you haven't served. And so instead of putting on a power and did that like the greatest experience that I think every year at one point.
Hey, my dad at the Cheesecake Factory.
Organization. I know it gets some, but operation.
At the Cheesecake lasted all love until someone was extremely rude.
He quit? He didn't stick it. Oh. See, it would come in with a lot of these.
I know. Someone's face. Oh my God. He was done with that. Say like in reading your read that gave me, I already had, when I listened to you about to repeat hope and like the world, that there are good that actually support people. And it's important, as you were talking about men and how in the restaurant business, people struggle with that, and make sure that have the time need in order to get the help, that it's important for our people, for a family that cares about help, forgive.
No.
I was in such, like I said, we live so disposable. No, I know from going to the restaurant, it's like, it's the same servers, a lot of turnover.
We love our people, and that's why I didn't totally,
some stuff.
I was like, oh God, did I do so suicide and drug a kid, and parents would like say, come on, unfortunately, it really had connected with that, they're just not here anymore. They did whatever. And I'm like, something hard. When he confessed,
I do want to touch on that. You in text, and you were like, after reading chapters,
every time I hear the story, I had it, Caleb, but then by the end,
your story, redemption, and it's something like put me in my place reading your story, because it is with how close you, things that he's probably told. For me, it was just on you. You're done. Like, don't like. And there's this that is associated with, and that's just the stigma that after listening and hearing, it is the complete opposite. Strength. And you have to have natural strength. And
that's exactly what it is. It's super, you have to have a willing to repent. There's a difference, right? And so Kate's ready to turn and give him. And so I don't, at some point, that was new. What? And so
he had and I know from dating, when their life ends,
totally lost,
like a death,
right?
Loss of a life you thought you were gonna. It's all they knew.
Yes,
and that's really one thing.
What's interesting, I don't think I put this in the book, but when Caleb had his back in Seattle, he was tackling, and he bent back, he ended up at his head, so he was like backward, paralyzed for a period of time. And I was watching it on TV. And
watching, and then it automatically break.
And no update. Oh gosh, we're gonna cut to no idea. What later told me, I ended up getting the traveling secretary able to walk. I'm like, great, that's awesome. But his body was paralyzed for like 30 seconds over his body, and he was able to walk. What he shared kind of in that really close thing is real. He didn't want to live. So this is something I've learned through. If you're thinking, if I just a car like that, right, you are at a point where you can do something. If Caleb and I'm also. Every time I hear about it, crushed, you're at help. And so that's what very, very probably involved in how are you doing? Probably get sick of me. Like, no, really, what's going on? I work for a restaurant, but I don't care. These were, if at this point, something is, we support whatever that therapy. But Caleb had actually said,
job.
Good. We're still in a labor, Kirby.com. Day that hated me. But then I thought, man, the power of your work. Actually said that God would just put him on the year. He's living sin. He doesn't, not suicidal, but he was just over. And then he's wiped out for the rest. And he wasn't in what was happening up here was going on. So he had to figure that out a few years to figure place. I told you about this called
I was about to go there.
Man,
you literally
amazing.
Like, people have to hear about.
There's nothing like it. There's other great places.
You were trying to respect.
I heard great things about on site.
Yeah, I love it. It was a game changer. But where it different from what you've shared, have that Christian to it.
Yeah.
Someone who is very strong and is a thing.
I think it's just like the flip side is that you don't want a Christian place that does, because, find a therapist. It's got to be I've been through therapy before. You get something that's not qualified. So the good news is with the Meyer Clinic care. So you've got collegists, which is great, and there's is off, and this is I understand that some need medicine and you can pray through. A clinic is you're right, and you need, and then it's like yes, then you use all these life skills you would need. And then they also relates to the Bible and you look at how depressing out, for looking at and reading what he, right? So you go through scripture and these stories, really great therapy, but you don't check in. So it was Caleb he was going for 3 weeks and the doc got our work cut out. We need 6 weeks. Are you serious? Thought kumbaya, everything was good. It was not. Well, you need to check in too. Once I'm like, I'm not the one with the problem. Yeah. And I realized I just dealt with a miscarriage. In fact, we had an ectopic. We had infidelity, rear-ending back injury. I'm hit
by a drunk driver.
There was total allow anybody, including Caleb. I know that sounds crazy. It was like no, kids, unless it's on like us. So then now to move.
And one thing, your dad, the loss of him.
Yeah.
And he was
first of all of a kid.
And that, where the most growth happens and you had.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in
a coma for a month, declared brain. Dad and my mom got in a huge fight. Like, we're cars going through. It's like to fight with somebody in a eject button, right? Well, he did. No, it's
after meeting, I could envision. Meeting him, and Jeff would totally just like.
He's like, it was going 30 miles an hour. I was on. Yeah. And he ended for a month and came in with my mom rights. She did have a prayer of like 5,000 people nonstop seizure while he was in a coma. You can try this experimental. Sure. And that guy out of it, Mark growing up, he was always very smart. What was Jeff's IQ? She's like, I don't know. I mean, Cornell, because you're stupid. Yeah. They said he's tested IQ. He's smart as case and brain dead and had a 2% thing without being brain dead. He pulled through it. I mean, of prayer and like, can I like preach? I heard you were talking about, I'm praying, I'm sick of praying. And I shared the parable because I said the same. I'm done. Like if God wants whatever it was taking to have said to me, Caleb grew up inside and out. And he's, well, don't you know the parable of pleaded her case to the judge? The parable, would you mind sharing it with her? She eventually, it talks judge out and the west. And that your prayers matter, like your prayers, giving an answer. And, this isn't like a thing, but like, right? What are our weapons? All we have out of your control. It's like, you can't give up. So tell her to get to that.
I'll tell her. Trust me, she's going to own this book, please. No, that is so easy to give up on. You said you never gave up. You have.
We have 3 kids and I have my book 17.
Oh, okay. I know her story about this book. I love it. He's 17.
6 good looks from a stepmom. So does his mom. Great family relationship now.
It's like reading your book, these things. Like you have to not have to feel like if you would like, poor me, why me? You took it and you were like, all right, I'm from this. And he had got her pregnant and before you met him. That would have been a whole. I know, we don't need any more. He had gotten this woman pregnant. And then an instant connection, and I'm like, it's
kind of tricked me a lot because I had just gotten with an athlete and I'm like,
girl, and
then
preach it
happened and having our mutual Bengals. And she kept saying, Caleb really wants major. He's like a minister. He's going through, he like really anybody before this type of person rocked in college. And now he's got a child and they were best friends, but I didn't know. And Caleb will tell you that in the book, but he's a mess. And I'm like, now he's like, can you please just be my natty and pick me and like put me on this guilt, set us up for a few weeks. And I'm like, he actually tricked me. She goes, hey, this is what she calls me. No, we're going to, and I'm like, talk believable. And then I'm like, wait, is ESPN even really filming? Yeah. And it was like, so anyways, for a book. Yeah. It's a story for a book.
And you guys, your book, how it was never going back and forth between your stepson's mom and Caleb and all the
triangle. It was terrible.
Yeah.
What already knee deep into it.
And now that the communication is key. I think where you learn now and like low key of him come into my life.
Forward. Yeah.
After hearing the things that you have said okay, I need him to sit down. I need him to sit down with the next person. I need him in every aspect.
I don't know anybody that does approach to family engagement, to everybody in the room feel good, which is important. Especially she'll look right at me and I've got the really wrong, Brittany, which better, or Brandon, and CEO of a couple $100 million, blew it, basically. He blew it about. And he like, listen, I've been here before, and was able to walk in. So now we call him Papa for him now and say, well, I'm dealing with that. He's definitely got a man to just, I'm like, it's Santa. I know name.
Yes. Things you talked about previously, the 6th step. Touched on it with didn't go.
On the tweet or how.
Next up someone.
Yeah. Basic times we will give, deceptive or manipulative, not genuine apologies to people.
You said body language and tone.
Right. That's a big piece. That's because, it's a
that
big
I
thing.
took, it was like you over text.
No.
It must be in person. If it can't for a phone call, you do it over or whatever.
Right.
Steps. Okay, I'm just number 1 is state
that I did this, whatever it is.
2, acknowledge you were wrong. Guys.
I am very sorry.
4, ask for forgiveness.
You forgive me. We're ready. Otherwise, you can't ask somebody to take some time for a few things. 5, ask for accountability. Accountable.
And number, anything else.
And that's the only way I think to get transformation. And for our families, the piece where we realize, so that's why I keep relating to the family businesses that struggle. And especially when you have grandkids, it can be tough. And they'll be holding against you that happened, whether it was 10 minutes ago or a decade ago. Last question, is there anything to apologize for? Else up. And get professional help when you're, because my family, we had 2 or 3 hours. There was actually something much bigger happened, however, once you patience, like I always know where I stand with Brittany because within 4 to 8 hours and tell me, go through the apology process. No, she's not part of the solution. So talk to that person with gossip. It's like, she's not talked about it in the apology. By continuing to add process, if something happened, you go back to, is it for?
And that something you said was confront. It ties into you said when you were like, if you don't confuse now, it will continue. Like, what was that?
So we were talking, a lot of times you'll see things repeat itself within generations. How many times or see in your own, like, for Caleb and I, like, we are pretty bold parent with our kids. Like, and like, video, Which is amazing. You have video. It is amazing. It's but I also share the came into the world and what they know I have a book out there. If I were to hide everything that be likely that or my son would, you have to cut, that needs to die. And the only way to is to, and so with the details, no, they're still kids. He really didn't behave the way he should have. But then eventually as you get older, an appreciation for one, here's how, and we go through that, but you can't families, secrets. Does it mean your dirty laundry? No, it does. Like, I don't believe in that. I do believe in confession necessarily. You can confess or confidentially to, but within a family, my opinion is you should continue. It's eventually
going to reap the constant hiding.
Projecting a lot more than you think. Let's just get this thing out.
Exactly, did help me. I went back to an email. Exactly. That night I laid in bed and I the whole day and I was like, look, I was like, her story's been the biggest blessing. So true. If you don't confess, then I have to confront them later on.
About God a lot. So if you want to cut this, biblically speaking, the Bible, 2nd and 3rd generation. So I'm trying to give a version of it, or the plain, but it is, and statistically too. And so in scripture, very clear.
Love that, because that, I'm telling you, was insane. Things that you said and too, before we end, but also it's like 6 steps. So, and the 7 for handling
in a restaurant.
And was my favorite step. Well, you mean to meet you with being upset.
As much as you want to do that tip.
Yeah. And what I love, 1, remain silent. Remain silent. Remain silent. The person for the feedback by now. Back. And 6, follow up. Like that, I was like, I stopped wanting, like.
It's tough for me too. Ruby DNA, just like.
I got Chrisley DNA.
That's tough. But it's almost to do that when a person is, my brother always makes fun. He knows I'm really pissed about something. Just relax. Girl, has anybody told you to relax?
No, me relax.
Like, just.
No.
that has been very by Christians. I on behalf of Christians, because me, like a lot of them, religion's a bad name to me, and I hate religion relationship. And I know we've talked a lot podcast.
I hate
relationship. Yeah, unfortunately, situation happened where I'm upset about it, and I'm but there's some things that I'm like, wait, hold on, are we reading the same Bible? What it is, and so I'm like that process forward. How to handle some of the feedback, and I was in a time with that remaining silent, and also your piece of whatever own and what I did. That conversation with worst thing I did was apologize. I mean, it like went against, and now I'm like on this situation. I know where I'm walking away from no regrets right off the bat or upset. Man, that remains silent. Some time for your blood pressure. Blood come to a simmer. If you're angry, you'll make the greatest, is one of my favorites. Speak when you're angry, the greatest speech, or give the regret. Yeah. My husband, he's like, I don't want to have to apologize. I'm to keep poking the bear. Like, these are like nuclear fights. Yeah. But my mouth when I'm mad, be the one to apologize. You're a lot like, and you just want to
convince, even like if I was wrong, I'm going to convince you I was right.
I love you. We're going to work on that with you. No, you said this, I think you said in your podcast, how the government has in your family. And you know what? I actually had, and not all are people out there. There's a lot of people who just to sit back, humble themselves and get rid of the pride to say, what is my plight? And back to the apology, to apologizing. Like I have to apologize to an employee. I have to apologize to my always 100% situation I just apologized for. The goodness that comes out of that, it strengthened every relation, find an opportunity.
It allows for more growth. And I absolutely love. We're going to talk about the reality TV show as once were. Yeah. That you spoke about that.
The networks are missing out.
Like a Chrisley, Ruby, Annie Faye, and
maybe. I say this, he's an HR nightmare. I've got a good thing going. Like,
the fight I spent with him, totally.
And he knows, he doesn't, no, and he's an amazing human being. That's where I think we all connected. So we had an opportunity to, and ended up, it's worked out okay. Okay. Yeah, cooking on TV and Food Network. That's
you
fun.
And Julie can like do it.
Love that. We'll bring her to the restaurant.
She's got some good prison recipes.
She's in there. She should be writing.
Oh, she is. She is. And there is mind-boggling. The create
like chopped prison
style. 100%.
The fact that you can joke about that, and literally, it's been a couple. It's just going to continue. Not easier. You're going to have of sobbing.
For me, it's like I know who my parents are. Me so much joy. And I'm so blessed and grateful that people get to experience, like they're in there who are struggling with, like, for those that dad's a dad, for those that have. Wow. And so for me, they get to be that for some. Yeah. So I'm willing to share. I'm still fighting, but coming on my podcast.
I love you. It was better than jury duty.
Okay. I was prepared.
No, there is nothing worse, moderator. That's one of the things that do not sign me up to interview. I'm terrible. But guys are going on a show and like your family business. I'm like, read the book. Like, which it's also very good. He would just say, read the book. We're just going to get this dude a t-shirt. I get it. It's like.
I love that. We'll got club before. So it's absolutely amazing. And so much life. It's amazing.
Good. You should do a podcast.
All right, guys.
I don't actually want to do this.
This was an unexpected. Is turning into two. Applying bachelors. So hi.
You bitch. Why are you being an
you're
asshole?
Not 5'11".
5'11".
You would be 5'10".
Give me that damn inch.
All right, fine. Wait.
About there, Savannah?
Like 175?
65.
No, I have children.
Actually, I'm 170. I'm
children.
I don't.
Not. Have you been married? Oh.
Thank God. Sweetheart. Actor.
I'm just going to call philanthropist.
There's this guy saving money for 20.
Oh, that's number. I gotta put your phone
number on there. Savannah. I'm gonna get a bachelor.
Yeah, Chase, this is gonna be a girl. I'm gonna
Savannah,
make sure.
I literally I don't want to be with a girl that's trying to.
We're gonna get you famous, but you're not like as famous.
I don't give a shit.
Like, you gotta take one for the team. Be for Savannah, the new show.
I've been taking the last decade.
No, you really haven't. Come on.
I didn't see Ice Cold trying to.
Okay, well,
thank you, Chase.
Too busy. Street. A minute, but let's just get down to the next big city near you. Atlanta.
Going to Atlanta. Broad from Atlanta.
Applied before. No. Have you ever attended? No. Like to be on the show.
Sweet.
Oh, Chase's sister, Savannah, applying him.
He wants to find love.
Hold on.
It's love anymore.
I do. I trust me. Chase's sister. No, it's not fun. Not fun. What should we say? We do that Chase truly do believe.
Define love. A wife that can be a good mom, a bunch of babies.
Chase is a hopeless romance. I truly do.
Why was so?
I mean, you kind of are like happy sometimes.
Sorry, I'm touching my feeling. Maybe you should.
Hey.
Talk with you.
What do you mean?
I mean,
hard to see him love. Okay, great. Oh my gosh, we got to put an Instagram handle, picture of you.
You can do all that shit later.
Be great. So you're probably, and then you're not gonna find love.
I don't want to territorial. I'm gonna be stuck in a house with the same girl.
Dude, we're competitive.
I'm not doing that.
Like I know.
Then why don't you feel what?
I would go on The Bachelorette, 100%.
And I'm not doing The Bachelorette.
What's your Instagram handle? Okay, there we go. So you're gonna be famous?
I already fucking am.
Saying.
I don't care, Savannah. Yes, without a doubt. Love, not conditional.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to Google. There, Chase. We're gonna find one though to where you don't look thick. You know, I cut this guy.
If I need to call.
I'm in my game. No.
We're well aware. My time's running out, so
just have to finish submitting you.
What picture are you gonna do?
Shift to where you look like badass professional.
I am badass.
Oh, no thanks. Oh, nothing. You just didn't look great in that. Choose file.
The reason why I've had issues and beaten the hell inner circle my entire
make each other better.
Savannah.
We all make each other better.
That's not bad. Has always made you.
You are.
You shitting me.
Thank you for your.
That's not funny. I'm not doing it.
Dude, if they call me epic. So you're Barrette or Bachelor. You could be the Bachelor.
I already am a Bachelor.
Okay, so you're gonna do that.
Okay, hang on a second.
What?
No. Now we're doing yours. Apply. Here we.
No, we're not.
I want the Bachelorette.
No.
Tell us about your Anna, Lucifer.
Shut up.
You were born 97.
No, I don't need the fame. I have enough.
We literally have the same job.
I just have quite a larger following.
Pictures.
I do not post
5.
Yes. 150.
You hadn't seen 150.
150, 155.
Savannah, just no way.
Yeah, I carry it well. Ain't no shame. Here.
50.
None. Oh,
have you been married?
Technically.
No. You haven't.
No, I have not. No, thank God. Actress. Preneur.
Did you put that for? Damn, this bitch.
Do business owner. Catch.
The catch. Out of the sight.
Great.
Okay. Phone is. I'm going to say.
That would be great. Honestly, though.
This.
I could bring up. Lord have mercy. Episode of Unlocked is insurance. Let's face it, tasking can be, well, like when your favorite person next to you is talking is blasting. Find the perfect parking. Sometimes multitasking, quoting with Progressive Insurance of comparing rate that always is not with them. Give it a try and you might coverage you deserve. What you need to do is visit Progressive Quote with all the coverage, comprehensive and collision coverage protection. Then you'll select rate and their tool, other companies all lined up so it's simple to choose that you like. Press plates, quote at Progressive, join over 29 and trust Progressive.
Wait to get to your pictures.
What does that mean?
We're gonna go for the Ronda Rousey, Savannah.
Rousey resemble Ronda Rousey.
Or maybe it's not Ronda. Pull your hair off.
Oh, we're not doing that. We're good. Class.
Fuck Savannah and it fucks it all.
No, it does not. Jesus, but I like to cuss a little. No shame in.
Okay. To be on the show, I would like of my been show. Finally, you find instead of a boy. Instead of a boy, I really believe. My heart is cold.
You're hitting this.
It's cold.
Chase, if you get that I have to deal with on a date.
It's been cold since you were 3.
I have not. Child. I know. Yeah, I do. It's just Savannah. It's just Savannah Chrisley.
Okay,
All you have to do is just type in my...
Don't submit me.
No, Jace, do not. Just go to my Instagram, and then you can...
That one right here.
No, let me see.
It's good,
No, you
Savannah.
don't get to me. Don't submit me. But
Copy.
stop. Let me see. I have to do a screenshot. But let's pick it. This isn't fair. Y'all comments. Have you ever had a dating show? If so, have they interested me?
Savannah, what do you... I did a good one.
Let me see. Okay, that's gonna be good. He did me all right there. But don't... Really, I really like, guys. Would you bachelorette or...
I'm heartbroken again.
Broken again. No, but you'll eventually find someone in like 10, 15 years.
What?
That would be whatnot. What are you working on over there?
Putting a good one.
Did in this.
Boom! Guess what? Submitted as well. So we're gonna see on the next accepted or denied and denied.
No, y'all. He watch
Good television.
Go TV.
Savannah, what you hear?
Go take a walk. I'm telling you. So if they
See the girls first.
how it works.
Well, I don't know how. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Depends
They
on the pay.
call.
Depends on the.
You're gonna do it.
I'll do it if they call and you do.
This is on this, and you're going.
If they say yes to me and they. That's a deal.
Fingers crossed.
So in a heartbeat.
God.
Yeah, you would.
I mean, see, it's not like me to turn down the show.
Clearly.
Oh. Yeah. Chase is already nervous.
You know I don't get nervous on camera.
Will be
On the back, maybe it'll be on OnlyFans.
you and OnlyFans.
The money be made. You don't even have to show everything.
Oh my God, that kind of show, dear.
You don't have to show anything. Okay.
So what? We're gonna go on Jesus? No, I don't think that.
Fans and I don't
You're not going on OnlyFans. Oh my God. Ugh.
check
Trust me, I know. Sold your feet. You literally sold feet.
3 times.
That is.
Really?
You got the ugliest feet. Fred Flintstone, Papa Harvey's.
No, they're not.
Are.
My feet and Dad's feet look.
Oh
Savannah,
my
you
God.
dunk on somebody. You have some look like you could dunk on someone. Don't,
I have really
Don't give
pretty feet. You and Dad do not. How are you even going to say?
this is like a woman that is like stands positivity me more than anybody.
Oh,
alive.
here we go.
You're a body shamer. Savannah's a body.
I'm all about.
Yeah, for yours.
I can dislike you. Well, I am excited. It happens with your bachelor.
I hope it's somewhere.
What do you mean?
Like I hope I get. I don't want to go cold.
Planning like location. So you.
Dude, I'll do it.
Yep.
We shook on it.
Yep. And the next few episodes got for you. That will be day of my life.
I'm gonna have to out on Family Day.
We'll be allowed on Family Day.
Hey, I didn't even think this was gonna. I came here to do a damn popular.
See, you never know.
That's a.
Just today we showed up. Come on. I love you for doing my podcast.
Yeah, dude, after this, but thanks.
We're not used to.
What's one?
All right. I love you. Thank you.
Having me. You got my wiring.
Next time.